Okay, so somebody has been like ignoring their intuition, right? Like ignoring them intuitive hits, telling them, I don't know, either to leave something I feel like a lot of it is to leave certain things behind, right? And I don't know, could be people, places, things, like maybe you're supposed to take a move or, get in front of the camera. Like, I'm not sure how it's going to fit in your life, right? You're going to know more so. But whomever is not listening to their intuition, who's not, making these moves, because I feel like you're hearing it, you're feeling it, you're just ignoring it. Definitely like a fear based mentality that's keeping somebody in a feeling of stagnancy, right? Because I have, you see that little bird cage right there, and I feel like that's how this person feels, or you feels. I'm gonna read it like I'm talking to you, right? Like you feel stagnant, you feel stuck, right? But I gotta say, I'm gonna be that one. I'm gonna be the one. I know you probably don't like it, but you're keeping yourself trapped in this position, okay? And I feel like honestly it's getting heavier because you're not supposed to be here in this mentality, in this place, in whatever, right? And the fear of the unknown, like how is this going to play 111, how is this going to play out, how is this person going to receive me, etc., etc. I got 1033 as well. um but the thing is like you're being guided into it. Like God is saying, trust me. Trust me. I see 1, 2, 3 right there. Trust me. I have so much better for you. Okay. I don't know if you guys have heard like that. Is it acronyms or whatever they're called for fear? I've said it before, but I learned this in a treatment like a long time ago. Is like you can either F everything, F everything and run. Like F, or stay stuck, stagnant. I don't think you're gonna get far if you're trying to run from it, right? Because God's got a hand in your life. God has a hand in your life, and there's nothing you could do in that start. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. You can continue to stay stagnant, but I feel like it's going to be continue to be made uncomfortable for you. But the other one is face everything and rise, right? Sorry, I got kind of sideways there. And I feel like that's what you're being asked to do. And I feel like intuitively, like you're like, this is the way to go. This is the way that's going to level up your life. This is going to bring you hope back in your life. I had hope come out twice, you guys. And hope, hold on, pain ends, you guys. Because some of you guys are feeling the pain of stagnancy, of feeling trapped, of reliving past mentalities, believing that every person is going to be the same person as your ex, as your mom, as your dad, as whoever, right? That's not true. On this one, it says release past burdens and embrace new beginnings. Remove yourself from the stagnancy, okay? And you already intuitively know which direction you're supposed to go. And hope is the beam of light in the darkness, or hope is the light in the darkness, never extinguish it. Okay, both of these. And I feel like you're being called to be the light in the darkness in so many situations. Like maybe you feel like you're trapped in the dark, but you're not. You're not. Look around. You're the light, right? You illuminate the shadows, okay? You illuminate everything. And sometimes, being the light and the one that illuminates things, I feel like it's heavy for you. I get that, right? Because maybe you've unfortunately shed light to certain people, places, and things that they didn't want that light shed to them, and you had to see the truth in who they were, right? But that doesn't mean everyone is that. It doesn't mean everything is that. It doesn't mean that because your reality right now, as you've known it, has been a lot of falsehoods, doesn't mean that everyone is going to be that for you, right? And like the biggest thing is the trust in self, the trust in God, right? And that's what's happening right now. It's not even about other people. I feel like 411, it's not even about other people. I feel like you're getting caught up on the wrong things, right? And that's what's burdening you. That's what's keeping you stuck. Because it's about you. It's about you finding trust within yourself. It's about you being able to liberate yourself, listening to your intuition, taking those first steps, walking by faith, not by sight, believing in, because it's like, you had downloads of this future, placed in your heart. I feel like you've been given glimpses, right? Or feelings of it or whatever, right? You have that inner knowing, 444, but you got to be willing to take them steps. You got to be willing. Look, adventure right here. That's what's happening next. And then wisdom is underneath it. Look, it says Wisdom comes from experience. Yes, that's what you've been doing. You've been gaining wisdom. And that wisdom is what's going to help level you up in this next season of life, okay? As you go on new adventures, as you're moving forward, as you're not staying stuck and stagnant, trapped in this little bird cage. The cage is an illusion, by the way. The cage is an illusion. It's one that you've placed upon yourself. Again, I don't even know if y'all are listening no more. You probably ain't trying to hear this. But I hope that this message is being received with love, because that's, I mean, you don't have to whatever, but that's where I'm my intention is love as I'm giving you this message, because I want you to see your beauty. I want you to see the hope in your life, okay? Because there's something there. There's always something we could be grateful for, something we could look good for, you know, find a positive. And I know there's a lot of people who will come on here and they love to leave me comments and tell me how horrible their life is, and I get it, and I'm sorry that you're experiencing that, but hold on. Pain ends. It's going to get better. There is hope. You just got to find it, okay? And that's what you're being asked to do. And I feel like, you know, it's more about faith even than hope, because it's going to happen. This is going to happen for you. Well, I mean, if not, if you stay stagnant, I guess, I mean, maybe you'll stay spinning for a while, right? Like we can choose to stay trapped in a karmic cycle, but I feel like God he doesn't want that for you. Not at all, right? You're getting guidance. You're encountering brick walls because it's not for you. This isn't where you're supposed to be, you know? Like, these things are happening intentionally right now. What else do we need to know? You hear them dogs out there? They've been wilding all day. There's something with dogs. Lily's chilling out. Like, my last video, she was wilding. Now the dogs are barking. Look, roots of stability. That's what you're building right now. You're finding your stability. You're going through a transitional period, okay? The roots, all of that, right? That is underground in the dark. That is underground in the dark. And that is the work that you've done thus far, right? But now it's time to pop out on the surface. This says ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can boom. And I feel like that's what's happening. But you got to be willing to move forward. River of release. There's certain burdens that you need to release right now. It says drift along the river of release, where waters carry away burdens, guiding you towards renewal. And it came out with emerging dawn. That is what is happening right now. You are coming out of the darkness, but you need to allow it. You need to want to, right? Because I'm talking to somebody that you're being given these opportunities to, you know, do it, but you just got to do it. You just got to do it. I think you can do it. I believe you can do it, but you have to want it. You have to want it, okay? Because you are so capable. You are so worthy. You are so capable and worthy. Listen, bro, you can do it. You can do it. Whatever this is that you're being called into. Like, you've been prepared for this. That's what's been happening. You've been gaining wisdom and knowledge, and you've been, you know, learning what it's like in the dark. So you're able to, you know, lend a hand back, maybe. I was gonna say Bach. I don't know where that came from. Where do you even say it like that? Bach. Back. This says, trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise with the emerging dawn. And you know what I'm seeing on the other side? Enjoy the journey. Don't take yourself so seriously. Whoever I'm talking to, don't take yourself so seriously. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And people only have power over what you give them. Who are we talking about? Cancer. Scorpio. I'll be honest, I was feeling Scorpio energy through it a little bit. Sagittarius. Libra. Anyone else? Anyone else? Pisces. We'll just kind of leave it at that, you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. You got this. You got this. You got this. All right? I know it's a little scary, right? But we're not living in that fear, are we? No. All right.